Okay, we are going to do reading a story, right? Okay. Firstly, may I hear from you if you have ever been hurt by someone. Have you ever been hurt? Fighting with you. Okay. Anyone else? I don't hear. Speak aloud.
I've been hurt by my friend.
How? What did your friend do?
He kicked my leg.
Oh, kicked you on the leg. Oh, okay. Right. Today we are going to read a story about Bongi and his friend Zuki. Bongi was a smaller boy in his class, and Zuki was his friend. Bongi used to bring lunch to school. Do you ever bring lunch to school? Yes. Let me see those who bring lunch to school. Okay, hands down. Bongi also used to bring lunch to school. But the big boy used to take his lunch. Then when lunch break comes, Bongi would not have food to eat. He would just sit looking at other people eating around, and he doesn't have food. But his friend noticed that Bongi was not having lunch. And he asked him, Bongi, why are you not eating? And Bongi said, oh, I don't have food. Oh, how come that you do not have food? Then he said, there is a bully who used to take my food. And he said, Bongi, that is his friend, stand up for yourself so that you can get your food back. Hey, Bongi said, oh, I'm scared. The bully is big. I can't fight with him. I can't do anything. He's too big for me. And Zuki said, Bongi, stand up for yourself. Okay? We are going to start by reading the story that we went through yesterday. We are all going to look at the story as I read. Okay? Just go along with me as I read the story for you. Okay? Right. The title of the story is Bongi and the Bully. Bongi was smaller than the other children in his class. Every day, when he was on his way to school, a big bully jumped out in front of him and said, give me your lunch. Bongi was afraid that the bully would hurt him, so he gave him his lunch. Bongi's friends saw that he was hungry at break time. One day, Bongi's friend Zugi asked, why don't you bring lunch to school? I do, but a bully takes it from me every morning, replied Bongi. You must stand up for yourself and say no, Zugi said. But I'm afraid that the bully will hurt me, said Bongi. You must try to be strong, said Zugi. If the bully sees you are confident, he won't hurt you. The next day, Zugi followed Bongi to school. The bully jumped out in front of Bongi and said, give me your lunch. Bongi tried to be brave like Zugi told him. So he said, no, this is my lunch. You must bring your own lunch to school. The bully did not expect Bongi to stand up for himself. He got a fright and ran away. Zugi came out from behind the tree and said, well done, Bongi. You stood up for yourself. Right, our story ends there. You are going to underline some of the words that are important, which means your pen should be in your hand. Okay? Right. Firstly, I want you to write numbers next to each and every sentence. How are you going to do that? Firstly, we must see where the sentence starts and where the sentence ends. How can you see that the sentence starts here? What shows you that the sentence starts here? What shows you? Yes, girl? Very good. Capital letter. What shows us that the sentence ends here? Yes, boy?
Stop.
Very good. Full stop. What else? Is it only the full stop? Yes? Oh, very good. The question mark. Right? What else? Yes? Exclamation. What is one word for all these three signs? Very good. They are called punctuation marks. Okay. Now, at the beginning of each sentence, you write a number, which is the sentence that comes first. It's going to be number 1. Look at your story. Right? Go to the end and check where you find one of these punctuation marks. Then after it, you write another number. Start from the beginning. We go along with the story. Right? Do you find any punctuation mark? It shows us that you are coming to the end of a sentence. Right? After the punctuation mark, write the next number. Right? Move. Finish up all the sentences. Number all the sentences quickly. Okay. Are we all done?
Yes.
How many sentences did you get?
6 sentences.
Did you all get 6? Let me see those who got 6 sentences. Okay, thank you. Hands down. How many sentences did others get? 3 sentences. Okay, let's check. Let us check. Let me check with you. The first sentence is, the bully jumped out in front of Bongi and said, give me your lunch. Then that sentence ends with an exclamation mark. That is sentence number 1. Number 2 is, Bongi tried to be brave like Zugi told him, so he said, no. That is sentence number 2. Okay, then let's go to the last one. Zugi came from behind the tree and said, well done, Bongi. That's sentence number 6. Yes. I'm going to explain to you how am I going to read. First of all, I'm going to explain the sentence. Each sentence. After explaining it, I read it aloud to you. Thereafter, I ask questions based on the same sentence. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right, then you'll be answering the questions, okay? Then I'll tell you to underline some important words that will come across in a story. Okay, I'm starting now. The first sentence, sentence number 1, is telling us what the bully did and said. We're going to get those 2 things from sentence number 1. Look at the sentence as I read. The bully jumped out in front of Bongi and said, give me your lunch. Let's go back to the same sentence together. The story begins by telling us who is it telling us about. It's telling us about who? Hands up. It's telling us about who, yes? About the bully. I think that is very important to know who is it about. Underline that. What did the bully do? Yes, Ryan? Read. Yes, that's good. Jumped. How did he jump? Did he just jump? How did he jump? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, he jumped out. Okay, let's underline jumped out. Jumped out where? There is a place where he was jumping out to. Jump out where? Yes, Alwande?
In front.
Very good. In front of who? Good. In front of Bongi. He jumped in front of. Let's underline that. Then after that, there is a word that is joining the 2 things that he did. Yes, Paman? And. Usually we call and what? Hands up, hands up, hands up. What do we call and? In a language, when you're doing our language, what do we call and? Yes, Katiwe? Very good. It's a conjunction. Right. What is the second thing that he did? The bully did. What is the second thing? Yes? He said. Okay? Okay, that's good, Sizwe. What did he say? He said, give who? Me. That's good, Nyati. He gave me. Right? What? That's good. Your lunch. Which there is a word that tells us that the lunch belonged to someone. Which word is that? The lunch belongs to someone. Yes, Pena? The word is good. Your lunch. Let's underline that. Who are they talking about here? Who are they talking about? Who are they talking about? Yes, Shange? About Bongi. This is another person, another character. Underline the character. Underline the character. Let's do the last one. It tells us what the bully did. He did two things that we're going to read about here in this last sentence. Go with me as I read. He got a fright and ran away. The sentence starts with a personal pronoun. Personal pronoun? Yes, Masin? Yes, good. That he is for who? That he is for who? Who is that he? Yes? Good. It's the bull. It's the bully. It's the bully, not the bull. It's the bull. There are two things that the bully did. The first one, Caesar. Good, he got a fright. What's a fright? What's a fright? Fright. Who can help us with this word, fright? Yes? Very good. To be scared. The second thing, Ayabonga. That's very good. He ran away. Right. Okay, did you underline anything there? Got a fright? Did you underline that? I would like you to cut these into strips. You cut out the title, put it aside. You're not going to make use of it. Then you cut the first sentence. The first line, because this is not a whole sentence. The first line, second one, until we cut the last one. Cut out the title. We do not style the cutting, just cut the straight line. Just cut here on this black line. Okay. Move to the next line. Let's jumble the strips, mix them. Just do it like this. Now, I want you to put them back in order. Put them back in order. The first sentence said we must have the character who the story is about first. Okay, who is this story about? Who is this story about? Yes, Ri? Your hand was up first. Yes?
Story is about Bongi.
That's good. Cut out Bongi. Right? Okay, we said what did Bongi do? Yes, Amate? Good, he tried. Cut here. What did Zugi do? What did Zugi do? Okay, did you all get a chance to cut there?
Yes.
Yes, put them together. Now let's go to the next one. When we cut here, we don't cut before the comma, but we cut after the comma. Cut there. Then we said, what did he do? Or what did he say? Yes, Umpil?
He said no.
Yes, so he said, no, let's cut here after the comma. Quickly, people come. The thing that he was having belonged to the person who is speaking. He said, my what? Good, very good. My lunch. Cut here after the inverted comma. The writer reminds us, who is he talking about? He starts with the name of a person he is talking about. Who is that person he's talking about? Yes, Senyati? Good. The bully. Let's cut after the bully. Okay, quickly mix up or jumble up. Right, then put them in order. What did that person do? How was he going to stand up? How? Good, right. Then the next sentence starts with the person also, the character, right? Read it together. Quickly. Are you done? Okay, that's good. Then read what you have written.
Bogi tried to be brave like Zugi told James. The bully did not expect Bogi to stand up for himself.
What do you call that person who abuses other people? Yes? Oh, a bully. Right. The word that you're going to, well done, Ayabonga. The word that you're going to write is bully. Say bully, class. Bully. Come again. Bully. Right. Boo, come. Come. Boo. Li. Come. Li. Then the word is bully. Can you write down bully for me? Put up your hand if you are done. That's excellent. Let us check. Let us check. How is yours? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, can you write it twice next to the first one? Right now, in the story we had that Zugi told Bongi to stand up for himself. And when Bongi was facing the bully, he had to be brave. To be brave, to be brave. To be brave as what? Which animal is brave? Which animal is brave? Cat? Oh, good. It's a lion, right? Which means if we say it in a sentence, we say, Bongi had to be brave. Yeah? Like a lion. Oh, brave like a lion, or as a lion. Okay. Let us look at the word. The word is brave. Brave. Come. Brave. The word is brave. Can you write the word brave? Let's check if you wrote brave correctly. Write it twice. Okay, exchange papers quickly. Give your paper to the person sitting next to you. Check the first set of words if that person got all the words correctly. Now, here I'm going to put up a chart. Right, together we're going to look at the story. Then, when you come to the red line, we say, then one person is going to give us the right word. Pick up the word there, then you put it, fill it in the space, okay? Yes. Right, let's read together. Bongi and the bully together. Bongi and the bully. At the beginning of the sentence, start reading. Bongi tried. What did Bongi try? What did Bongi? Yes, Kachen, come, give us the answer first. That's very good. Come and put up the answer. Okay, let's read together. Bongi tried. That's good, boys. Sit down. Bongi tried. Come. Bongi tried to be brave like Zugi did what? What did Zugi do? Yes, Sange? Like Zugi did what? Told him. That's good. Come and put it up. Right? Okay. Okay, let's continue. Continue. So he said, no. This is, what is it? This is, yes, Paman? Good, that's my lunch. Come quickly and put it up. Let's continue. The bully, together class. The bully did not bongi. What did the bully do? Yes, Fundo? Good, that's excellent. Okay, come and put expect. Oh, you notice that it's not up there. Good. Right? Bongi for himself. What did Bongi do? What did Bongi do? What did Bongi do? Yes, Nsembu, come. Give us the answer first. Okay, start here so that it will make sense. The bully did not.
The bully did not expect Bongi to stand up
Finish up.
for himself.
Okay, come, good. Come and put up the answer. Right, good. And then the last sentence. He got, let's read together first. He got a, what is it? What is it? Yes, Luanda? Good, come. And what else? And what else? Sizwe? Good, and run away. Come, put it up. Right. You can have this story in front of you so that it can remind you what we talked about. Now we are going to write a story, right? We use the idea of the story that we read, okay? You remember how we wrote the story of our true friend? You remember how we wrote it? Yes. We're going to use the same way of writing, right? Just think of the story that we have read here from the paper, but we are going to change some of the things. I said to you, when you are writing a story, there are important questioning words that you use. Do you remember them? Can you give me those questioning words that you use when you write the story? Yes, Amate? Good. Who? 5 W's. 5 W's, yes? Good. Why? But when you write a story like this story is a narrative. It's telling us about something that happened long time ago. Now think of the story that we read of Bongi and the bully, right? Now think of the same situation whereby someone is hurt or you are hurt. Can you think of another title that you can give to your story whereby you were hurt or something bad happened to you? Think of the title that you can give to your story. Another one? We're not going to use one title. Let's get more. What else? Something bad happened. Then you think of a story, yes? I didn't hear you. Right? The last one. The last title. Yes? Let's stop here. Let's look at these titles. Caesar and the Giant, Sfundo and the Dog, How I Landed into Trouble, A Painful Day. Which one do you like? A painful day. Let me see how many of you like A Painful Day. Let's go with the majority because it's democracy. Do you all see here? Yes. Okay. Now, that is our title that we're going to write about. Remember, I said we're going to write a story of something that happened. First of all, you must remember what tense are you going to use. What tense are you going to use when you write this story? What tense? Come, people. Yes? That's good. We're going to use the past tense. Right. Now, we said you're going to make use of these questioning words. Which questioning word would you like to start with? Choose one questioning word that you're going to start with. Yes? When. Do you agree? Yes. Okay, think of the time when this story happened. When? Yes? Long time ago. Another time, yes? Last week. I'm going to take only 3. Let me hear this side, yes? Okay, let's choose one time. Let's choose one. Let's choose one. Let's choose one. Taganipo? Last week, how many of you like what last week? It seems most of the class. We said, when did it happen? Okay? Then the next questioning word is who? Who is going to be the second? Let's look at the characters that you're going to use in our story. Give me the characters that are going to be there in your story. Who would be there in your story? Oh, Giant. Oh, you like this one. Andile, okay. People are going to use different names, okay? Right, who else is very important? Do you want to be part of the story? Yes. Yes. Right, how are you going to add yourself in the story? Yes, what do you say? You say I, okay? Where would you like your story to happen? Where? Yes? Home, at home. Where else? Where else? Where else? Where else? Yes, Nzamo? In the streets. How many of you like at home? Oh, most of you like at home. Remember, going to start writing what? Start writing what? Time. We know our time now. Okay, we've chosen the time. Right? Okay. Last week. Who were there? Good. Where? At home. Now let's move to the next sentence. When you were there at home, we must know what were you doing? What were you doing? Just give me 2 things that you were doing. What were you doing as you were at home? What were you doing? Yes? Oh, come, good. Come and write for us. Doing what?
Playing.
What? Very good. Okay, maybe someone won't say we were playing toys. Which other games do you play? Yes? We're playing soccer. Others can say we're playing. Or we're watching the television. That's good. Okay, that is our first paragraph. In our writing now, we're going to use these words. Firstly, because something happened first. Okay? After that, there is something. Then, what happened? Okay? Later, what happened? And then, in our last paragraph, we are going to say, finally, what happened? Okay? Think of the first thing that happened. What was the first thing that happened? Remember I said that is the first thing that happened, which means you're going to start your sentence by saying?
First.
Who did what? Andile did what? Broke what?
My toe.
At the end you put a?
So.
The toy is broken. What did you do? You came to your mom running and crying that Andile has broken your toy. Then what did your mom do? I want the reaction of your mom. Coming to your mom running and crying. What did your mom say or do? Yes, Pilile?
My mom shouted at me.
Okay, calm, good. Pilile? If the reader reads, he will know that we're talking about Andile's mother. His mother. Later, what happened? What happened?
She apologized for Andy.
Finally, what happened? Andile's mother has come to your house and say, I'm sorry, my son has broken the toy. Then, yes. Oh, Andile's mother bought a toy. You can add that one. Oh, do you want to end with that one? I want your reaction. Someone has apologized. The idea is correct. The mother can buy the toy and replace the broken one, right? But I want to see your reaction. Someone comes and say, I'm sorry for what I did. Then what do you say? Yes? Okay, that is the last thing. Then our sentence is going to start with? Finally. What did you do? Who did not get a chance to write? Finally. What happened? Right? You forgave him. And then what did his mother do? Did you want to say something, Rin? Okay, that's also good. That's very good. Who can write what Ri has told us? Invited him to do what? To play. To play. Oh. To play. Okay, full stop. Okay. Now you think of your own story, not this one that we did together. You're going to write your own story, but using the same idea. Maybe it can be the same as what was happening to Bongi. Someone is taking your money here at school. Do you see that? These are not the only things that happen at home. A new story. And the topic can change. You can change the topic quickly.